Welcome back to Good Old Houses Japan. It is not a clickbait. Here is a $1 abandoned house in rural Japan. Used to be a clinic with 18 rooms, has a pond, and only 5 minutes walk to a train station. There are of course additional costs and restrictions, but it doesn't change the fact that the house is listed for sale for $1 USD. Okay, we are now at home, the biggest one of the biggest portal site for real estates in Japan. Now I'm the setting is at Ishikawa Prefecture, Nanao City. I'm going to show you where this is, but this is in the northern side of Japan, close to Kanazawa City. Okay, so how you're going to see a few properties here. You can see the price. These are over 10 million yen, Japanese yen. So that's equivalent to, for example, this one 15 million would be 150k USD. And there we have the 0.01 man yen. $1 is the price of this house. And let's go inside and see a little bit of how it looks like. This is the overall plan. This is huge. This used to be a clinic. I'm going to show you the surrounding as well afterwards with Google Map, just because I'm really surprised at how convenient the location is. And then this is really quite a huge property, over 1,600 in that land size, and the house itself is over 280 in floor size. And then there are 18 rooms in total for this once a clinic. And then I'm going to go in detail later in the second half of this video about what kind of additional costs, the restrictions of actually owning a property like this. This is very important because a lot of these will apply for buying a rural area property in Japan. So stay tuned until the second half of the videos and let me explain this in detail. So after you go down here, you will actually show you the page of the real estate company that handles the property. I'm just going to go directly to their page, which has more information, more pictures, and then they have a 3D virtual tour of how the house looks like in every corner. I'm just going to go through this in full screen, so even though I cannot visit in person, this will give you a really good idea how this house is in terms of condition and then size. Okay, so let's start with the hallway. On the left side, probably it was sort of a reception because it was a clinic. Let's go. So I think this house was built before war, so in the early 1940s or 30s. I'm not so sure, but as you can see, it's kind of like a school as well. And I think a lot of the clinic, they were all built similar to this style in that era. For example, you can see from the stairs, this is not something original to Japan. It's more of like a Western influence during that time. So they tend to build these architectures while kind of imitating the taste from Western countries. But I really like this part. It looks really elegant and strong as well. I don't think it's falling apart or anything. Let's go check out the side. This is just a room by the entrance. Nothing too special. You can kind of decorate the space, but it seems like something you can just use right away. And then by the side of the hallway, this is a tatami room with lots of futon. You can reuse them if you plan to use this as a sort of a lodging guest house. I mean, there are 18 rooms, so you have all the futons for those rooms, so you don't have to throw them away. I won't go into the detail for every room, but for example, let's check out this room. All right, this seems like probably the doctor's room with a lot of books from before. All these are part of the property that you're going to have to take over and deal with them. Like you can throw them away, you can keep them, but I mean these stuff you can just keep them. They look so nice, and then it's a shame if they're going to be thrown away. And even the books here, they can be like just as a decoration for the place. Okay, let's go to the main area. I think this is the... Okay, there are a lot of smaller rooms, and here is a big, the biggest room of this house, I think, this clinic. I think it is sort of a recreational space for the elders or the patients. But of course you can transform it into kind of like a party or dinner space if you want to use it as a ryokan or some sort of lodging facility. This would be a great place for that. And you have this pond view from the tatami room. Even after being abandoned for such a long time, I mean, it looks fine as it is. Here is the view of the hallway. Okay, let's check out the washroom, the kitchen area. The kitchen area, you have few fridges. I don't know if they're working, but it's quite big again. And then the ceiling, you probably have to fix those. There's some... Oh, wow, nice. It tells you the places that needs to be fixed. For example, here it says it's leaking and stuff. Wow. What about here? Okay, it says what's inside. This is really well done. 3D tour for a house that's only sold for $1. Okay, let's go to the washroom. Yeah, it doesn't look that fancy and stuff, but for old houses in Japan, the washroom bathroom area is probably something that's almost always necessary to update and renew if you want to actually use the place. Here is for the men, and here is another photo of the inside. What is here? Okay, another one. Okay, let's go to the second floor. Wow, okay. Like you can really imagine this just being turned into something really nice. Mostly I think ryokan would be the best match, but even as an office of some sort, if you want to have a remote vacation style office for the employee here out in the northern part of Japan, this would make a great location and house for the employees to refresh and work. This room, I don't even see any problem with just using it right away. Even the tatami mats, it doesn't look bad. Like there's no stain, it's a little bit old, but it's all ready to use. This tatami room, the wall, you can make it a little bit prettier by repainting it and stuff. The ceiling, nothing. Let's go to the end of the second floor. Maybe this area is a little bit worse off than the others, but no, there's furnitures you can use, but still, like, they can... Oh, okay. Good decorations, but I don't know, depends on the person. I don't know if you want to keep them or not. Beware, their hair may grow at night. I don't want to know, but okay, let's leave this room. I mean, I'm not even there, but I'm already a little bit creeped out by seeing those dolls in the room. Okay, the other rooms you can take a look yourself. I hope they're still available on the page, but given that this is $1 and with a really good location, hopefully you can see it by yourself. But even not, you can check out this video while I'm still showing you around the different corners of the house. All right, time for the area of the house. Here it is, the clinic. And you can see this is not in the mountains, this is not in the middle of nowhere. You get all these houses and shops around. I'm going to show you a little bit of the shops that are available, but for the big picture, here is the Noto Peninsula, and here is Kanazawa, and then Tokyo is here. So basically you have a Shinkansen all the way from Tokyo all to Toyama and Kanazawa. So from here you would need to ride the local train or drive all the way down here, which is about an hour and a half, but it's not too bad. And then I'm going to show you the area. Here is Wakura Onsen. This is a really beautiful place because my wife is from this area. I used to come here quite often. These are the photos from Wakura Onsen. They have one of the most famous, I think, hotels, ryokan, that you can find in Japan. Okay, let's go back to the property. So from the onsen, I think this is only about how long is this? Well, a 10 minutes drive. So again, very close. And even if you want to use the train, this is I don't know, from this Wakura Onsen station, this is also about 10 minutes, train or bus, whatever. So location wise, this is not bad at all. You have Japanese restaurant, sushi, a jinja, shrine, sports shop, convenience store. Well, a 2.2 star convenience store. Maybe a grumpy staff here, I don't know. Ramen shop. And you have home center a little bit further down here. You're close to the Nanao Bay here, and here is the Noto Island. And this is the Noto Bay or Nanao Bay, I don't know, whichever. So you have everything you need, nature, convenience. And if you actually use the street view here, this is the house again. Even from the outside, it doesn't look too bad, being abandoned for 20 years. You have some grass and tree you have to cut, but other than that, this is the entrance I was showing you through the virtual tour. On the other hand, here you have the, where is that? Well, you have the post office. You have a lot of the other traditional houses here as well, like this one. Somehow I jumped into a kind of strange place. Let's go back again. So, okay. I wanted to show you the jinja, the shrine here. Okay, now that is a good looking historical shrine. I don't know the name, but that's only about a few minutes walk from the house. And then if you go down to, I would say, the main street of this small town, you have a bank. You have some local stores here. They probably don't open every day, but you know, it's good to have some shops around if you want to buy stuff without having to drive. By the way, these things on the ground, they are for melting snow in the winter, because this area it snows quite a bit, not as much as the mountains, but still, usually in the Hokuriku area, the north part of Japan, you will find these on the road. And then the main street here, again, more shops. You have a street of traditional houses like these, which means this used to be an old post town area that probably thrived back in the days when these are all shops selling stuff. From here to the end, it's all traditional houses, and probably when you're back on the main road here, it's more like a newly built area, new houses, bigger roads for the cars to drive. But there you go, there is a Family Mart. I don't know what this is, but okay, let's quit this view. So this is the opposite of being remote. This is you can live here without having a car. Actually, let's go back to the property page from the real estate company. I'm going to go in detail on the terms, the things that you should be looking out for, everything in the Biko, the MISC, the note area of this page.